No naval power in the world, whether it be China or any other world power, can currently even imagine being equal to the American Guard. The United States alone has as much naval equipment as perhaps the countries of the whole world, combined, where China and other countries are only a few. The United States has two supercarriers, including the most advanced carriers such as the Ford class, which can demonstrate its strength in any region of the world at any time. The destructive capacity of all experts in technology combine the aircraft carrier fleet, and the right to dock in global parts still appears to be indomitable, even if it is brought. Perhaps the burden of the United States will still be heavy, but friends, the question is whether this monarchy of the United States on international waters will be the future. Although the United States has the largest and most advanced aircraft carriers in the world, the reality is that this powerful fleet faces many serious problems and challenges, often either undergoing repairs or preparing for a next mission. This means that only 2 or 3 aircraft carriers can be deployed at sea at a time. It has been done. America's state-of-the-art aircraft carrier, USS Eisenhower, was sent in 2023 for an operation against the Houthis in Bahira Ahmar, and it was well discussed as the carrier had set several records on the naval front. But since America lacked carriers, USS Eisenhower had to survey more in this operation than for it. And the reason was clear, that the United States obviously did not have aircraft carriers that could reproduce it. Finally, the U.S. Navy sent one of its own aircraft carrier fleet to reproduce it, which obviously affected the U.S. Navy's patrols in the Pacific region, and in it, we are now down to just 4, which used to be 1950 years ago. The lack of skilled workers and their experience in these shipyards results in extraordinary delays in maintenance and new carrier preparation. Obviously, when the shipyards began to close, the skilled and well-trained individuals who were available there are no longer present, nor can any replacements emerge because the shipyards are shutting down. Due to the shortage of skilled workers and the decreasing number of shipyards, many important missions of American naval ships or aircraft carriers are delayed, like the examples of USS George Washington and USS John C. Stennis, where the American Navy had to wait for more years. Friends, nuclear-powered aircraft carriers need a refueling and complex overhaul, RCOH, approximately every 25 years, which is not only a time-consuming process, but involves dismantling the entire ship and updating its internal systems with modern parts and software. If any issues or damage arise at this stage, the repair duration extends further. Due to these delays, the American 90 is affected 80. Despite having the world's largest Navy fleet, the real issue lies in the availability of ships, not the number. Building aircraft carriers is not easy, and if their maintenance and upgrades are not kept up with modern demands, they become useless. As with the USS Ford, the world's most advanced aircraft carrier, which stood idle at the port for months awaiting maintenance, the anticipation for the upgrade took far more time than expected. So now we see how China is rapidly matching the naval power of the United States. Look at Qingdao Shipyard in northeast Shanghai. This shipyard alone has enough capacity to surpass the entire shipbuilding industry of the United States. Today, China possesses 350 times more shipbuilding capacity, which means we can say that making ships has become a piece of cake for China. After the Cold War, when the U.S. thought it no longer needed large navies, it reduced its naval spending and upgrade efforts. Indeed, after the Soviet Union's collapse, the U.S. considered its dominance in global waters secure. The U.S. made significant cuts to its Navy budget. According to defense experts, if the U.S. had maintained its Navy budget at the 1989 level, American naval forces would have had an additional $1.3 trillion available to enhance their capabilities and aircraft carriers. From 1989 to 2023, the U.S. didn't invest $1.3 trillion in its Navy. Contrary to being upgraded elsewhere, China has become the world's largest shipbuilding industry today. In 1980, China produced only 220,000 tons of commercial shipping annually, which has now reached 42,500,000 tons. In these 40 years, China has increased its building capacity by 190 times. China's market share in the global shipbuilding industry, which was 10% 25 years ago, has now risen to 65%. This means 2 out of every 3 commercial ships are built in China. Meanwhile, the U.S. used to produce similar amounts in the 1970s. Most of these have closed down, and the U.S. market share, which was 5% in the global shipping industry, is now down to just 0.13%. However, the market share of South Korea and Japan in the shipbuilding industry is currently significant at 31%. The strategy has been named the civil-military fusion policy by China's policymakers. China has also created a missile system that looks like a container and is the same size as a standard container, allowing it to be placed on any commercial ship and used anywhere around the world. Long range. This system allows missiles to be launched from commercial ships anywhere in the world. This is a major breakthrough in naval warfare and could prove to be an effective counter to America's supremacy in international waters. But friends, keep in mind that America has also acquired this capability under its 80 systems. America has already conducted tests to launch missiles using this capability. Friends, if we compare at this time, America's edge in naval warfare is definitely heavier. America possesses significantly more aircraft carriers than China, and they are more modern. Additionally, American access to global ports and airports is substantially higher. In comparison, by 2040, America will not be able to significantly increase its number of aircraft carriers because while some new carriers will come into service, some older ones will be decommissioned. The number of American aircraft carriers will not exceed 12 at any time. China, however, is rapidly building new ones. It is developing and is going to launch an advanced carrier that will be equipped with nuclear energy and electromagnetic cut-place systems soon. No other country has such advanced technology except the United States, that it takes time to reach equality. According to defense experts, the United States clearly has the upper hand in nuclear technology, but it is also true that China launched 6 nuclear power plants in 2023 and 24, while the United States launched every year until 2028. We can say that perhaps China is increasingly secretive in this field as well, but America's experience in this field, that is, naval warfare, is more than 70 years. While China is obviously still an emerging power, and it certainly needs some time, and what will you ever be in a position to surpass the United States by further developing through the great potential of your shipbuilding industry and aircraft carrier technology? Obviously, we have to wait for time to find out.